This is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan game that is not affiliated with Team Salvato. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed. You can download Doki Doki Literature Club at that place. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club Project N. I give my thanks. Awesome Ninja XD. What's up? It's Hallie, and welcome to Project N, a short mod by that guy. This game is disturbed. Apparently it's short. I don't really know what it's about. I think I read the topic at one point and then forgot it completely, which is kind of just par for the course as far as I'm concerned. But hold on, let's get. It seems to be using another mod to save data. That's fine. Let's just go. That's Ann. Good name. Enter nickname required. It's already got Hallie in there, I guess. So, we'll say my nickname is Eli. Enter. Interesting nickname. Would you like to view the endings you have obtained? No, I don't. Would you like to skip to select route? No, because we're starting this brand new, or we're supposed to be. We're using something else's persistent data that might screw things up. It's just another day in life of Hallie.
Wait for me!
Going out on a limb here, an annoying girl comes running up to me, evidently out of breath. That girl is my best friend, Sayori. You know, the kind of friend that might seem annoying, but you've spent so much time together and now they're a part of your everyday. Hey, Sayori.
Hi, Eli. So, have you decided on what club you're going to join?
Huh? When did I say I was joining a club?
2 days ago.
Oh, well, I don't remember that. I don't tend to pay much attention to my conversations with Sayori. Clubs aren't really my thing, you know.
It can be a good thing for you. I mean, I'm the only person you really talk to nowadays.
I guess that's true. Fine, I'll start with the anime club.
Actually, I was thinking maybe the literature club.
Sayori, there's no way I'm joining a literature club.
What?
I'm all for reading, but I'm not really into discussions and all that. Plus, it'd just mean more work.
Please, I told them I was bringing in a new member today.
Why?
Because I was hoping you could help the club. And you could make some new friends. Oh, Natsuki made cupcakes.
So that's her game, huh? Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, but no promises.
I guess that's fair.
Don't forget the assignment, just due by Friday.
With that, the students pack up their things and I step out the door.
Hey,
Oh, hi, Sayori.
let's go. They're waiting for us.
Protesting. Just hold on a sec. Hey! Sayori drags me into the club room where I'm greeted by a vaguely familiar face.
Oh, is that you, Hallie?
Yeah, Monica, right?
You remembered.
Monica and I were in the same class last year. I remember speaking to her a few times, but we never really hung out much.
Oh, who's this guy? This is Hallie. Hallie, this is Yuri and Natsuki. Welcome to the literature club.
This club is weird, but it's also full of incredibly cute girls.
Anyway, I'm the club president and Sayori here is the vice president.
Sayori likely inherited the title due to being the first one interested in the club. By the way, Monica, weren't you in the debate club last year?
That's right, but I couldn't stand the club politics and arguments over phones. So I wanted to start a club with a relaxing atmosphere. One where the members could feel like they belong and be themselves.
Huh. That actually makes the club sound really nice.
Oh, Natsuki, can we bring out the cupcakes? Oh, sure. I'll get them out right now. I will make some tea as well, if that's okay. Go for it. So, what's your initial thoughts on the club?
Oh, look, there's an unnecessary space here. Weird. I think I should see how the rest of this meeting plays out.
That's a fair point.
We gather around a makeshift table made of 5 desks. Natsuki comes back with cupcakes that are decorated like little cats. Small pieces of chocolate represent the cat's ears. Barely after Natsuki takes the foil off of the tray, Sayori already snatches one, eating nearly half of it in one bite. I take one myself, moving it around in my hand. Natsuki looks over to me. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Once I finally do, the quality of the cupcake is evident. It has a nice sweetness, and clearly the frosting was made with care. These taste really good. Thanks, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything.
Sayori said you were making them for the newest member.
And that's not the same thing.
I give up on that logic and simply tell her once again that they were delicious. Yuri, this tea is really good.
Why, thank you. That's nice of you to say.
Well, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, right?
Still, you complimented me. By the way, what kind of books do you like to read, Hallie?
Oh, manga. Manga.
I suppose that counts.
It does!
Would it be alright if I brought a book for you tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, thanks. That's really nice of you, Yuri.
I know some nice horror books.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, that's right. You usually like cute things, right, Natsuki?
Nope, that was my internal monologue, Monica.
Huh? What makes you say that?
I found a piece of paper I left behind last club meeting. I was saying something. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it! Give that back!
Natsuki, you wrote your own poems? Or write your own poems?
What's it to you?
I think that's pretty impressive. Could I read one sometime?
Well,
I think that's a great idea. Everyone gather around. How does everyone feel about a new assignment? What kind of assignment? Everyone writes a poem tonight and we can take turns sharing them tomorrow.
Poetry? Well, I suppose it doesn't sound too hard. I think that's a good idea, actually.
Is that so, Hallie? What does everyone else think?
that sounds awesome!
I guess that would be okay.
Whatever, I'm down.
In that case, everyone write a poem for tomorrow. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself, Hallie. That concludes today's meeting, everyone.
Are you ready to walk home together, Eli?
That was the fastest Act 1 syndrome situation ever. On the walk home, I find myself thinking about the time I spent in the clubroom. It really wasn't bad. And if it means spending every day with these cute and friendly girls, well, I guess I'm in the literature club now. I never actually officially joined, but I did take an official assignment. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. Will I get close to one of these girls? I guess I'll find out. Ah, back home. Somehow, being home alone is the safest and loneliest feeling at the same time. It's good to be able to have time to think. But there is such a thing as too much time. I head upstairs. I guess I should get started on writing a poem. But what type of poem should I write about? I guess, oh no, we're gonna... Do we get a choice? Time for my second day at the club. Well, technically my first. Sayori's already waiting to walk to school together.
Hi, Eli!
Hey, Sayori.
Ready for another day at the club? Statement, not a question.
I don't think it matters too much if I'm ready. I walk into the club room with Yuri and Sayori having already arrived.
Hi, Eli!
Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me and buy a snack?
No, thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Lily let me borrow some money.
Or you could, ask me properly. I'd spot you some money. You don't have to trick me, You do have to pay me back, though. Come on, let's go buy something really quick. I lend some money to Sayori to buy whatever it is she is buying. How does she even eat all of that stuff? It's like a kid eating all of his Halloween candy all at once. You guys better not be playing hooky, said someone. We're not. She's borrowing money for a snack. Come on, Sayori. As the 3 of us walk back to the clubroom, I begin wondering why Monica hasn't shown up yet. She is the president, after all. Yuri is still sitting where she was earlier, reading what looks to be a fantasy novel. She does seem the type to like fantasy and novels. Upon seeing me, she reaches into her bag and pulls out a horror novel, outstretching her arm toward me.
I picked this out for you yesterday.
Thanks, let me know when it's time to return it, yeah?
Actually, I bought this one from a bookstore near my house.
Oh. Well, thank you, Yuri. I'll make sure to read the first chapter today, then. Whoops, says someone.
Sorry I'm late.
What held you up?
My last period was study hall. I tried to learn the piano. I didn't hear the bell.
I didn't know you played piano.
Well, like I said, I'm just learning it, so I'm not very good. That being said, I'm putting together a song right now.
That sounds cool. Maybe you could play it for us when you're done.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I have some paperwork to get done. Excuse me. If you need something, don't hesitate to ask, though.
Monica stops to exchange a few words with Sayori. Sayori nods her head and walks up to me.
I'll be right back, Eli. I'm going to grab a few supplies from another classroom. You can come with if you want.
I glance around the room. Yuri is absorbed in her book, while Natsuki is rummaging in the closet in the far back of the room. Monica sits at her desk, apparently filling out some forms. Choose route! Choose! Alright, well, hold on, I'm gonna try to save that. Oh, it's using branching paths save files, it seems. How curious. Well, let me just get rid of those before they crash the game. And I guess we'll take it from the top. Go look for supplies. Go with Sayori to look for supplies. Hey Sayori, is there something on your mind?
What do you mean?
You just seem quieter than usual.
I'm just focused on trying to get the supplies is all.
Yeah, you do tend to get lost pretty easily.
I do not.
Sayori, we passed the classroom 3 doors ago. Actually, that was the wrong sense of past. It needs to be P-A-S-S-E-D. That's like past and past tense.
What? Why didn't you say so?
Because it seems like you had something you wanted to talk about. But if not, then let's hurry back. We walk into the classroom that Monica specified. Sayori walks over to the closet, sorting through different items. She appears to be looking for something specific. Have you gotten everything?
Almost. I just need some construction paper.
There's some right there.
I'm looking for my favorite color.
Like that one?
Oh,
Sayori leans forward and accidentally smacks her forehead on a shelf. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, that's right. I'm sorry. Don't worry about me. I'm losing my marbles.
yeah.
Are you okay? I rush over to her to assess the damage. She holds her forehead, clearly in pain. Some crayons she was holding have fallen to the floor and spilled out. Here, let me see. Sayori brushes her bangs to the side to give B a better look.
Ow.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Eli.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Eli. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Eli, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. And you even lent me money earlier, even though I almost never pay you back. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Eli, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that, so it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, while I hope so, it's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Oh!
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the clubroom.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our bones. Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine, don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Oh, well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all of the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Callie.
Ah, well, Sayori. I just helped pick up everything. Besides,
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your bones?
Guess I should grab mine. I share my poem with Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri. Monica tells me that it seems like something Sayori would write. I do think she's been rubbing off on me lately. Natsuki said it was alright. That's about what I expect from her input. As for Yuri, it's clear to her that this is the first poem I've written. She gave me a few pointers, but I do think she just prefers a more detailed style full of imagery. All of their poems were leagues above mine. As for Sayori's poem, well... It was Dear Sunshine, I'm not gonna read it. It was clearly written this morning. Still, something about it is almost endearing, and she says as much about my own.
Ready to go, Eli?
We walk back home together as it is our new routine, presumably. Eventually, we make it to my house.
Hey, Eli. Did you want to come over today? It's been a while since you visited.
Sure. I'll meet you there after I change out of this. I arrive at Sayori's house. I knock on the door and am greeted by...
Hallie, what a nice surprise. Come on inside. Sayori's inside.
Hey!
What's up? So, what did you want to do?
Maybe go to the park?
That actually sounds kind of nice. Sure, want to get something to eat first?
Yes, yay!
Where are you two off to?
We're gonna grab a bite to eat and then head over to the park.
That sounds like a great idea. I hope it's your treat.
Trying to get Sayori a free meal?
Hardly. Sayori gets way too hyper if she eats too many sweets.
Hey!
With you, she probably won't order as much. If only I didn't cave in so often. But it can be hard sometimes since she's so endearing. I'm sure you know what I mean. Have a good day then.
What was that about?
Oh, nothing.
Well, let's hurry up then.